Hey guys, it's Sarah, and if you saw my Cinder review, which I think will probably be the last video that I uploaded, you know about this lighting situation. It's 5:30 and it's dark out, so I'm sorry about the lighting, and I wanted to go ahead and pre-film some videos, so that's what I'm doing. This will be the last pre-film one. I'm still not sure what you guys think about pre-film videos, so I'm going to continue to do them. Today I'm going to be doing the second half of my November TBR. I still have 2 orders from book outlets that have yet to arrive, so I'm waiting on those 2. But since I'm going on a book buying ban, I figured I would just do unboxings for both of those. When they come in, I will unbox them, so that way I have some sort of like a book haul for you for the holidays, because I'm going on a book buying ban over the holidays so I can catch up on the books that I've read, unless if I buy them with Christmas money. I can't buy them with my own money. So that is my plan for the holidays, and in January I'll start probably either in January or after January, so we'll see. But yeah, now that I've talked a lot, let's just go ahead and get into my book haul. I think most of these are from Amazon, and I have 2 from Book Depository, so let's just do it. The first book that I have is The Diviners by Libba Bray, and everybody's talking about this book. It's on sale on Amazon, so I've had it in my wish list for like 3 months, and I cannot wait to read it. I just wanted to get my hands on it as soon as possible. It's so beautiful. I'm sure you've seen it inside, so I'm not even going to show you, but it's about this girl in the 1920s. It's like historical fiction, paranormal, thriller, mystery, murder, you know, one of those things. The next 2 books that I have are just a completion of my series, and that is the, is this the 4th one? I think this is the 4th and 5th. Yeah, this is the 4th Sweet Bind Up by Kate Turner, and then I also have the 5th one. And yeah, I really like this cover. It's so cool. But I plan on finishing this series as soon as possible. I didn't want to read the next one until I had these 2, so I went ahead and got them so I would have the full series, and I can't wait to finish it. Finally. Refinish it. I already finished it once. But you know the drill. You gotta reread books. So when I was on Amazon, I kind of went on a new adult So I had put a couple of new adult books in my cart beforehand, and then I saw that they were having a deal on Abigail Lyons' box sets. So I got the Seabreeze box set, which I've read most of them, all except for one. I don't know, I'll get into it. I'll tell you all about it once I show the books. But I got these 2 box sets. I got the Vincent Bros box set, and then I got the Seabreeze box set. So the first box set is the Vincent Boys Box Set, and it comes with the Vincent Boys and the Vincent Brothers. I've read the Vincent Boys. I've read the young adult version, I know for sure. So I'm not sure if I bought the uncut version, because they did have an uncut version, but I'm not sure if this one is going to be steamy or not. It says that it's steamy, or it has some sort of steaminess implied, but I'm not sure if it's going to be young adult, new adult. We'll have to read it and see. And then I haven't read this one yet because I didn't really care about Sawyer, but you know, I want to give it a try, so I'm going to. Next I have the Seabreeze collection, and that's, they're in the wrong order. Okay, that starts with Breathe, which is the first one, and I've read this one, but I know I've read the young adult version, and I'm not 100% sure if this is the new adult version. I'm sure it is, because the cover is steamier than the other cover. Let me just show you the other cover if you want to see it. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first one, and it's about Sadie and Jax. Okay, I'm just going to hold them in my hands. Then I read Because of Low. Then I have Because of Low, and this is about Markus and what's her name? Low. Because of Low. Really? I'm just totally failing at this. I read this one as well, but I read the young adult version. Then we have While It Lasts, and this is about Cage and someone else. Who else? Eva. And I haven't read this one yet. And then we have Just for Now, and this is about Parker and Marcus's little sister, whose name is Amanda. And I read this one, and I read the new adult version, so I have read this copy before, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that is the box set that I got by Abigail Lyons. I love Abigail Lyons' work, so I'm hoping that I can reread the new adults. I'm hoping that these are all in new adult version, is what I'm trying to say. Is that getting clear enough? I don't know. I feel like I'm totally botching this book haul, but anyways, I got this box set. While I was on that new adult kick, I also got The Perfect Game by J. Sterling, and I've read some of this book. I don't remember why I put it down, but for some reason I didn't finish it, and there's a sequel out, so I wanted to go ahead and reread it and see if I would enjoy it now that my perspectives have changed, I've gotten older, stuff like that. So this is just your typical boy meets girl, boy is a player, girl wants to stay away but can't stay away kind of story. I don't know, I can't remember why I didn't finish it, but since there's a sequel out, I'm more inclined to read it so that way I can continue on. We'll see. We will see. Next I have basically the reason why my foot hurts. Reason why I went on this new adult kick, and that is because I got Real by Katie Evans. I have read this before and I loved it. It was so good. It made me like change the way I think about a certain thing that the character has. And so I really enjoyed this. I have a blog post about it if you want to check it out. It's down below. I'll link it. Well, my blog's always down below, but it's in the past, so I'm not really sure if you'll be able to find it or not, but I think it'll be titled Real by Katie Evans. But I did a review. But anyways, the sequel to that, mine came out on November 5th, and I wanted to read it right away, but I didn't really have the money, and I didn't want to get it on my Kindle. I wanted to put it on my shelves because I really liked the first one, so I went ahead and bought them both so that way I could have them both on my shelves. And there's a third one coming out called Remy, and it should be coming out on the 26th, so not too far away. Oh, I'm just kidding. The one that comes out in November is going to be told in Remy's point of view. So it's going to be the first book in the main male character's point of view, which I'm very interested in reading because, like I said, the male main character had something wrong with him that I thought negative about for a very long time. So I'm excited to see his point of view of everything. And then the series does continue with Raw and Ripped. And the last book that I got is another new adult novel, I think, or I'm pretty sure, and it's called Torn by K.A. Robinson, and this one also has a sequel. I remember seeing this before, but I think it went through a cover change, and I just wasn't inclined to read it, but the more I saw it, and I'm just really in love with this cover. It's so beautiful, I just love it. I'm into photography, and this is like the kind of photography that I like. This book is about a girl who had a bad childhood, and a bad boy who she kind of likes, and the bad boy doesn't really want to involve her in his bad boyness. So then things fall out and then they fall in, and I know there is a sequel called Twisted, and that's why I was inclined to pick up this one too. I like sequels and I like story continuing, so I'll definitely do a review I'll definitely do a review, so we'll see. And the last two books that I got are from the Book Depository. I ordered some UK covers of some books that I've wanted to read, and geez, that was loud. Wanted to read. So the first one that I got was Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I haven't read Throne of Glass yet, but I really plan on doing it. I just haven't had the time or the energy to read it because I'm not really a huge fantasy fan, and I have to be kind of in the mood to read fantasy. Plus I'm reading a fantasy audiobook that I'm going to tell you about. Whoops, I spilled the beans. I'm so stupid, oh my god. But anyway, so I bought this because it matches my cover of Throne of Glass. So I bought them to match because that way I can just marathon it if I want to. The only thing I hate is that they are different sizes, but who's complaining? Not me, definitely not me. I don't complain, only on Twitter. I'm sorry if you follow me on Twitter. I try not to complain on Twitter, but it's just such an easy outlet. Just gets all my frustration out and then I'm good. The last book that I got for this haul, which thank God, because again I went a little bit overboard, but I'm going on a book buying ban. I needed to stack up all the books that I wanted. But The Book Thief by Markus Zusak, and I've never had any type of motivation to read this book at all. I've seen it in the store multiple times since I was in high school, like a freshman in high school, till now. It's still in my Barnes and Nobles and stuff, but I've never had the urge to pick it up, which kind of saddens me because it sounds very interesting. And it's talked about so much here on BookTube, and I thought, why not give it a shot? The movie's coming out, and I would like to read the book before the movie. I think the movie comes out very soon, like next week, or it's already out? I'm not sure, but I can't remember. I know Lizzie Books has a review of it, so I'll link that down below, but I can't remember if I thought it came out on the 26th. I could be wrong, but I'll link her review down below. They'll probably give you all the information about it. I wanted to read this book, but a lot that threw me off was the cover. Stop, I know you're gonna say don't judge a book by its cover. I know, but for some reason that cover just turned me off so bad I didn't want to read it. So I was like, you know what? Why not just get the UK version? come on, Sarah, let's not be a duddy. So I did. I got this version. No, but I really like it. So this comes to the end of the book haul. There's one other thing I want to talk about. I signed up for a Audible membership, so every month I get a free credit for a book. And I thought I would share that at the end of my monthly book hauls. Come on. At the end of my book haul, so that way you guys kind of know what I'm listening to. I really enjoy audiobooks, especially if it's books that are harder for me to get through, like I said, fantasy books and maybe like classics or something like that. I like my fantasy books to be told to me, so that's just what I've been doing. I picked up a audiobook last month, and I did it in October. Yeah, that was last month. And I picked up Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book, which I highly recommend on audiobook. It is amazing. I got the Neil Gaiman narration of it, so he narrated himself. I think he narrates all of his books, but his voice is so amazing and it's so soothing, and it's just so, the story is awesome, and I just highly recommend it. If you have not picked up The Graveyard Book, do it on audiobook because it's just amazing. The next one that I bought for this month's credit was Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and I have a deal with my brother. He says that if I read his favorite book, then he'll let me give him my favorite book. Does that make sense? I asked him to read The Darkest Minds because I really enjoyed that book and I think he would enjoy it a lot, but he reads fantasy books and he really thinks I would enjoy the Mistborn books. So we made a deal that if I read Mistborn, then he'll read The Darkest Minds. So I bought Mistborn on my phone, Audible, and yeah, it's so good right now. Like I said, when I read, I don't necessarily transport myself into the book. I mean, I do, but what I'm trying to say is that with fantasies, I like to watch it as a movie, you know? And when I read, I do that, but only in certain parts. Sometimes it's like me being the character, so I don't necessarily see it as a movie, I just see it as me doing all these things. But with fantasy books, since most of them are told in third person, and, you know, they're just so grand and just crazy, I like to watch it in a movie. So example, The Lord of Rings, I like to watch the movies. I probably wouldn't enjoy the books so much. Or The Game of Thrones, I liked the Game of Thrones TV show, so I'm not sure if I'd like the Song of Ice and Fire series. So, oh my god, I'm just talking your little ears off. So when I get it on Audible, it's like I'm watching a movie because I'm listening to someone else tell it, and I can, like, seriously, right now I can picture everything that's already happened, and I can see it in a movie, like, as an event. And so I really enjoy picking up the fantasy books on my audiobook. So that's probably what you'll see most of the time through audio when I do my Audible credit. But anyways, let's take a deep breath. Let's reflect for a second. Has Sarah talked about all she wanted to talk about? I think she has. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see any reviews on these books, or if you have read any books. Just let me know. If you've read any books. If you've read any books in this entire world, let me know. Don't let me know that because that's probably going to be a lot. No, I'm just... Okay, if you've read any of these books, let me know how you thought about them and which ones I should put higher up on my TBR list. And yeah, a lot of these are rereads for me, so... But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Alright, so I'm going to hang up the phone now and probably drink a whole water bottle because I am parched. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye!